Here we go, and we're live. Evening, guys. Hey, Anthony. Hey, guys. Patrick, Stefan, Jordi. Hi, guys. AMG, Rito, Douglas, Michael, Colin. The chat is going crazy. So, Germany. Hi, Joe. How are you guys tonight? It's 10 p.m. here in Bucharest, so I have my coffee with me. I hope you don't mind if I take some zip. I need to stay up after a long day, so we need to make this webinar to be very lively and with energy, so a lot of coffee helps. George, Anthony, Robin, Thierry, Anthony, Stefan, hey Jay. Yes, I'm well, thanks. Jay asks if I'm well. Let's take 1-2 minutes more just to let more people come in. Benny asks, what is the free gift? Well, Benny, we need to wait until the end of the webinar to find out. We have a surprise for you, so for all of you. So. It's 7 a.m. where you are calling. Well, it's 10 p.m. here, so you really must be a fan if you woke up at 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. to be here. So thanks for that. Nick from Las Vegas. Hey, Nick. You should be going out celebrating and having some fun. Brussels, Taha from UK. Hey, a lot of people here. Should we get this party started? I guess so. Yes, you can export Brizy size to HTML. Let's keep that for the Q&A session tonight. So I have a presentation for you tonight. So let me just share it, and we'll be on our way. Tonight we'll talk about Brizy Cloud this year in 2021. The session goals are to make a very short recap of last year. With what we've added in Brizy, and to present you the plan for this year, for 2021, next updates, new features, and the focus we'll have for this year. The game plan. This session will be around 60 minutes long, maybe a bit more. I'll kindly ask you to hold your question until we get to the Q&A section of the webinar. It's hard for me to read your question and answer them at the same time of presenting. So there is an option there as well. When you post something in the chat, you can mark it as a question, and it's easier for us to look at it and answer it eventually. I have Bogdan here in the background helping me with the questions. At the end, we have I would say a very cool surprise for you. So if you stay until the end, you'll find out about it. And also, as usual, there is no tech support in this webinar. So anything related to support, I'll kindly ask you to go on our website, on our forum, and my colleagues there will be glad to help you. This is me. I'm Dimi. I'm one of the co-founder of Brizy. I'm a family man. If you've came to our webinars, we're trying to put some personal things in here to share with you. Nothing changed from last week, so I still have a wife and 2 kids. They are home sleeping. I'm one of the designers here at Brizy, and one of the guys behind the user interface and the user experience. And I'm working web since before finishing high school. So I have a couple of years under my belt. But enough about me. Let's go to the important stuff. I'll make a short recap of 2020, and then we'll get to this year. For last year, we've made a lot of improvements, and most of them were made in the builder itself. And as you know, the builder in Brizy Cloud is 95% the same as in WordPress. So if you've been to our webinar last week, is mostly the same improvements. We've added elements, we've made a bunch of optimizations, and rewritten a bunch of things on how the elements are generated. The CSS, the HTML, the builder code output. We've added lazy load for a faster build, to let you build faster websites. We've also added the WebP image format for that reason, to make your websites in Brizy Cloud faster. We also added sitemap XML. This helps with Google. On the UI and the UX side, we didn't change too much, but we've added two important things, I think. We've added an escape shortcut that lets you select different parent from the builder. So, for example, if you select an element in a column, if you press escape, it will go to the column. The toolbar options for the column will activate. So there are cases where this will help you tremendously. We also added something related to the right sidebar. You can change the positions and lock it in place. In Brizy Cloud, we've also added email notification for leads. So, for example, when you have a contact form and you capture leads, you can set up different integrations that we have in Pro. But we also added these email notifications that sends the leads to your email and uses our servers, our email servers. And we've also added improvements to how you handle projects in the Brizy dashboard. So right now you can move per project between sub accounts. That was not possible until this change was made. So that's a great addition. Things that we've added, new things that we've added last year are block conditions. This global block conditions let you are very useful mostly for headers and footers. The conditions let you put headers and footers across your website, but they are great for repeating content, right? If you have different blogs, testimonials, or blogs that you want on multiple pages, you'll use global block conditions that will also show tonight, and you'll put your blogs across your website. We've added new elements. I've put a couple here. We've made tremendous progress in the design department. We've always had an edge in design ever since we've started in 2009, and our designers created over 35 layout packs and landing pages that are currently in Brizy, so you can go check them out. We are very proud of our design. We've also added Brizy Sync for blocks and layouts. This feature, if you're not familiar with it, lets you save blocks or entire pages, entire layouts for later use. And these blocks are saved in your Brizy account. So when you log in, either in a different project in Brizy Cloud, or maybe you log in our WordPress plugin, Brizy plugin, if you are using it, if you connect your Brizy account there, you'll be able to bring those blocks and layouts and move them around, create different websites for different clients, for example. So it's very versatile, an option and feature that is very versatile. We've also added an important feature regarding hosting. So as you know, in Brizy Cloud, you can host the projects on our servers, and they are Amazon servers, very fast. Everything is set up very clean and very fast. But if you want, you can also host them on your servers via our sync scripts. You'll download those scripts and sync your project from cloud to your server. So you'll edit the project in cloud and sync it automatically to your server. But also we've added free hosting, third-party free hosting providers, like the guys I've put here, Netlify, Vercel, and Render. We also had Fast IO, but they recently made some changes and removed those functionalities. So we were forced to remove them from our service. But you can use these guys to host your for free your Brizy projects. And also, last but not least, we've added external pop-ups. External pop-ups is a new product in a way, because it lets you to create pop-ups or alert bars, but not use them in Brizy Cloud in your projects, because that functionality is already there. But you'll create pop-ups that you can embed on different other websites, in WordPress, Shopify, anywhere on the web, right? We'll give you an embed script, and you'll put that in the footer of your website, and you'll be able to create your pop-ups in Brizy Cloud with our powerful pop-up builder, and embed them externally in your landing page, website, or wherever. And that's it for last year. I'll go to this year, and this is an important year for Brizy Cloud, so bear with me a bit here. We'll go through some what we'll focus on this year, and some updates and functionality we're working on. I'll go fast through this because I feel that the Q&A section will be longer tonight. This year, our main focuses this year are two big ones. First of all, improvements and fixes. And this refers to different optimization and performances for front end and also for the back end. We want to extend and improve the elements and other cloud functionalities we have already have there. So this will be a big point for us. Last year we've pushed hard to add a bunch of things, and this year we'll add a bunch of other new things as well. But we want to put more focus on extending and improving what's already there. As well for the builder, so we'll more text options, background options for blocks and things like that, but also some cloud functionalities related to the dashboard, and you'll see in just a bit, because I have a surprise for you. And also we want to improve and fix the eventual UI issues, and we have some ideas on how to improve the UI, because some toolbars and for some elements, as you'll see, they got pretty large, especially if the text, for example, it has a lot of icons, and we have some ideas how to restructure options and icons to bring back the UI to a more manageable icon number. And the second focus for this year will be the new features. We have a couple of things that we've passed along from webinar to webinar. You'll see here a couple of usual suspects like funnels, for example. But these are the features we'll focus this year. We'll have everything related to the dynamic content. This is a massive undertaking, because our colleagues here, my colleagues here, literally moved the mountains, and I want to I'm very proud of this, and I want to congratulate them if they are looking to, because what we've tried to do with the CMS, with the dynamic content and with the blogging in the cloud, we've basically started everything from scratch. So we're aiming to do in 1-2 years what others have done in 10 or maybe more. So we'll focus on the dynamic content, and this is the CMS, the blogging, and the advanced custom fields. We also have a collaboration tool that is ready for some time. We are testing it, and it will be there this year. Webhooks was a very requested feature, and it will be there this year. White label, again, white label will let you sell Brizy Cloud as your own SaaS. So basically what you'll do is, and I'm sure you guys have a lot of questions about this, and we'll touch on this deeper in the Q&A section. the white label will let you basically sell Brizy Cloud as your own. You'll be able to set prices for the plans. You'll be able to brand your dashboard, and also you'll be able to link a custom domain, so clients will come to your Brizy Cloud, your builder, and not Brizy. Funnels is on the list as well. Funnels is a functionality that unfortunately was needed to be pushed because we need some things before we put funnels in. The design will be again a focus. We are preparing a lot of great design for Brizy in general, but especially for Brizy Cloud. From our looking at the numbers, there are a lot of landing page users, and a lot of our customers use the builder in this way. So we've took steps to create. I think we have 60 marketing landing pages in the works. The designs are already done, and my colleagues are working to implement them. So great landing page design is coming this year, and we'll have this new product called Stories. If you've been with us for some time, and you know our webinars, we've done a showcase for Stories. It's something similar to Google Stories, if you know that WordPress plugin. But you'll be able to create stories inside Brizy with the tools that you are already loving and using. So no need for further plugins. It's something really special that we liked working on, and I'm sure you'll appreciate. This will come this year as well. And that's about it with the new features. The list is might look short, only 8 points, but believe me, only in the first two, in the blogging and advanced custom fields, we'll have a lot of work ahead of us this year. But we are confident that we'll be able to deliver. Next updates. Let's talk a bit about the next updates. I've been in contact with my colleagues today, and we've discussed about what's coming next. What you are seeing on this next slide. Keep in mind that the timelines put here are approximations. We are doing our best every time to give timelines as close as we can to the launch date, but any developer that it's worth something can tell you that these are very fluid, because things tend to pop up, and we need sometimes we launch things a bit faster, but sometimes we need to push things and test further. But this will be an idea of the order will be coming out with the updates this year. We'll have blogging soon, and right after that, we want this advanced custom fields in. The advanced custom fields functionality will let you build, if you are familiar with the WordPress world, there is a plugin called actually advanced custom fields. So it's something like that. It will let you build custom posts and different taxonomies and different custom fields that you might use on your website. We'll have a big design update with layouts, layout packs, and landing pages. We'll have webhooks. The webhooks, developers know that what webhooks are, and webhooks will help you monitor some events that will happen in Brizy Cloud, and will let you gather some data and export it from Brizy Cloud. And for example, if you are collecting leads and you are working with a CRM, external CRM, you might be able to use the webhooks to capture those leads and bring them into your external CRM and do whatever you want with them from there. So it's a very important update. We'll also have stories. Collaboration will be in as well, and I've put here white label and funnels in the second half of this year. White label might come faster. We've already started the work on white label. Some work was also started on the funnels, but for the funnels we need to wait a bit for the checkout element that we are working on and plan to release, because as you know, funnels are not so attractive if you don't have two important things. One, checkout, in order to gather those, to convert those leads, and two, and statistics, and to have some numbers there, right? To have some idea of the user that's come in, that go through the funnel, and to be able to optimize it. Because funnels, you can do it right now in Brizy if you want to just put 3 pages, 4 pages, string them together with links, and you have a funnel. But it's not a complete funnel if you don't have a checkout and also some stats to guide you to optimize that funnel. That's about of the current one. For example, if you will launch the blog in a couple of weeks, add 3-4 weeks after the blog launches, and so on and so forth. So basically, it's, if you're looking at this, it's a major update per month, give or take, something along those lines. That's about it with the next updates. I wanted to go really fast through this because I know that you guys have a lot of questions, and I want to answer them as much as I can here. So we are going through the Q&A session now. So please be so kind and put all the questions you have here in the chat related to updates, to anything you want. Anything goes. I'll try to. We are like an open book, so I'll try to answer everything as best as I can. Let's see some questions. Alex asks, can you back up the sites on Brizy Cloud? We are backing up. You can't back it up by pressing a button, Alex, but we are backing up the whole database every second for I think it's a week. So on every second we back up the data center and Amazon Cloud services we are using. We are backing up everything, so nothing gets lost. Of course, if you want to back up, a way to do it is to save the blocks and layouts using our server sync, but it will not be a if you want a backup in the sense that you want to download your project, you can do that, of course, by downloading the HTML. But we are backing up everything. It's you can't lose any project there. Matt asks, will funnels be in Brizy Cloud? I didn't hear an answer to that. Yes, of course, funnels will be in Brizy Cloud. We are planning them for this year, but they will be in, I think, in the second half of the year. We want a checkout element in Brizy Cloud first. We will not have the full shopping functionality that we also plan, but not this year. But we'll want a checkout element that most likely will be integrated with a third party for payments, Stripe or other providers, Paddle or PayPal or things like that. But that checkout element will be very important for funnels because it will let you go through all the process, right? You'll be able to get a lead in the funnel, and you'll be able to go through the last step and actually convert it. This is one thing that we need to have before we launch funnels. The second thing we need is a statistics feature that will count and will give you some idea of all the users that come through your funnel, and that will help you optimize your funnel and of course convert more. So these are two important things that funnels can do without. If you are not, if you don't, if it doesn't matter for you these things, but I think it does, you can create funnels right now in Brizy. Just string 3-4 pages together and with links, and you have a funnel, because funnels actually, this is what they are: 3-4 pages, one after the other. Okay, let's go on. Savi asks, blog with dynamic content or plain? I mean one post equal one page and without archives. The dynamic content in Brizy Cloud, you'll see that you'll find out that is on par with any CMS out there. Will have dynamic content and the advanced custom fields that will let you create whatever you want. You'll have pages, you'll have categories for blog posts, you'll have blog posts, you'll be able to create pages that will have an archive element, and you'll be able to, with that archive element, you'll be able to create the post listings, and also you'll be able to go into the single post and create that single post in two ways, either by working with the dynamic content, or by creating it directly in Brizy with plain elements. So that's about it. I hope, Savi, this answers your question. Arthur says white label with some hearts. Yes, Arthur, we are working on it, and I think this will be something really cool, because it will enable you to basically sell Brizy Cloud as your own. You'll be able to brand it as your own. You'll change all the dashboard, the branding, and all the notifications and all the things like that. It will come from your domain. So basically, you link your custom domain. Your custom domain with this white label feature, and your clients will come to your website, but in the backend, your domain will be as a mask. But in the backend, Brizy Cloud will do all the heavy lifting. You'll be able to set prices for the plans, and if, for example, our studio plan is 99, or our personal plan is 49, you'll be able to sell that for whatever you want. It doesn't matter. You'll be able to set the prices. So basically, you'll have your own SaaS builder solution, and you'll be able to make it on any niche you want: landing pages, websites, whatever. So we are all working on it, and this will come this year for sure. We're excited about it. And if you're wondering how it will work, you'll be able to apply on our website for a white label license, so to speak, and we'll get in touch with you, and we'll communicate, and we'll have someone keep a close eye on this partnership, and we'll help you integrate your Brizy Cloud solution. Alex asked, what's the backend of Brizy Cloud, Amazon or Google? It's Amazon. Yeah, Alex, if you go on our website, on our support forum, we have there all this information of what we're using for the databases, with all the servers and the CDNs and all that. So you'll be able to check that out. All the information is public. But yes, we are using Amazon. Should you build your website on WordPress with your own hosting or on Brizy Cloud? Well, this depends. This depends, Alex, on what you want to do. But it's mainly your choice. It depends. Brizy Cloud right now, you can't create all sorts of complex projects right now in Brizy Cloud, but as soon as we'll be adding blogging, and we'll be adding that powerful custom field functionality, the doors will open up, and you'll be able to create almost anything you are creating in WordPress in terms of structure and blogging. So it will be your choice. With your own hosting and WordPress, there are some with all the system, there are some pluses, advantages, and disadvantages. you have to manage everything on your side if you're going the WordPress route. On Brizy Cloud, everything is managed by us, so we take that headache from you, so you'll be able to focus on your project, on your clients, on your business. But it's your choice. One thing is certain is that the Brizy Cloud product is very versatile. We've created this feature that is slicing both the Brizy Cloud and Brizy WordPress, called Brizy Sync. So it doesn't matter necessarily if you start in Brizy WordPress and you decide at some point that you want to move to Brizy Cloud, or the other way around, because you can use the Brizy Sync feature to bring all those layouts and blocks from cloud to WordPress. So don't feel too much pressure. Just start the work there and decide later to move things around if you want. Let's see some more questions. James, shopping cart 2022. Yes, we'll see. We have that on the list. We actually, James, we have actually. Let me see one sec here. Let me put myself on the big screen here. Okay. Yes, James, shopping cart. We have that on the list, but that is not the focus for this year. We want to bring in the dynamic content and the CMS to fully flesh it out before we start the work on shopping. But it is on the list. We plan to do it. Yes, maybe next year we'll have the shopping functionality. Stephen asks, what about media management? Yes, Stephen, that is a very good question. Right now, we don't have a media library that will let you manage all your assets like you have in WordPress, for example. But we are planning to add one at some point. I'm not sure how fast it will happen, but we are planning to add one. As you see, as this CMS will grow and the project will grow, and I think the need of a media library management system, it will be needed at some point, and for sure we'll add it. But I can give you more than this right now. We'll see. Maybe this year, maybe next. We'll see. Robin asks, will you include the possibility to exclude single published subpages of a website from the search engine indexing? So far, this is only possible via meta tag for the complete website. Very critical feature for my business. Yes, you can do this right now, Robin. I'm not sure if this will be added as an option inside the dashboard or inside the project. I can note it down and see about it and talk with the guys, and maybe we'll put it on the list. But I know for a fact that you can do this right now via exactly how you say, via the meta tag declarations. We have that code injection feature that lets you do this. So yes, it might be maybe a bit of lead work, but it's very easy to use, and once you get used to it, you can maybe use that until we figure out this as an option in the project itself. Let me put this down. Okay. Brolio asks, will the cloud version, let me see if I can broadcast this. Will the cloud version allow to install plugins or add external feature? Yes, actually, we've showcased the functionality related to your question. We plan to have in Brizy Cloud an app section. We are also working on an API. We plan to have an app section that will let us and any developer, for that matter, use those API and develop functionality, extend Brizy Cloud, or integrate certain external features or apps or products. As much as we want to do everything, is kind of impossible, because we are growing, and the requests come in hundreds, and this is the way to go. The way to go is through an API and let developers extend Brizy in the way they want. So this will be for sure in Brizy Cloud at some point. Maybe later this year, but we'll see. We have it on the list. The guys started to work some things there. We also draw the UI. So if we've started the process of designing some things and things like that. So if we started that process, be sure that it will come. Oscar, what is the timeline for blogging? Blogging will come soon. We'll talk about this. If you stay put a bit, Oscar, we'll talk about this in a short while. Host asks, login, sign up, membership option. Yes, that's a good point. We have actually in beta right now in the WordPress plugin a membership functionality. And we want to bring that in Brizy Cloud as well. So at some point we'll have that in Brizy Cloud as well with roles and things like that. So yes, Hosa, we'll have that at some point. Faizan asks, if someone deletes a project by mistake, then recovery option should be added. Yes, for the moment, we don't have a recovery option directly in your dashboard. Of course, we can recover the projects from the server ourselves. So if something like this happens to you, for example, you delete a project by mistake or something like this, just get in touch with us and we'll bring back your project from the cloud, from the server. We don't have this functionality right now in Brizy Cloud, but of course this is part of those improvements and fixes and improvements I've been talking about. There are a couple of things, and I'm sure we can find more that need some improvements. We'll need to work on them and eventually from scratch by us. So you have we've actually showcased this in a alpha version in a webinar, I think 2 months back or something like this, last year. You'll be able to create, you have a custom builder, custom ACF builder there, and you'll be able to add all sorts of inputs, dates, all sorts of fields. So that is built by us from scratch. No partnership with the ACF guys. Of course, we could have made one maybe, but it doesn't help because they do it in WordPress, we do it in cloud. There are two different beasts, so to speak. Ali asks, hi, can you please tell me about the loading time of a page compared to other page builder? Compared to other page builders. Ali, if you are using Brizy Cloud, the pages should load really fast. We are using this cloud technology from Amazon, and also also using Bunny CDN for delivering content. Considering that Brizy Cloud is a static content business, so we are basically delivering static HTML. Usually, when you are doing this, the pages are going really fast, especially if you are using cloud technologies like Amazon. And if you employ a CDN like we do, and we offer the CDN functionality for free in some free functionality in the free accounts, but everything Bunny CDN has to offer in the pro accounts, the pages should load very fast. So it's hard to compare it with other builders, because on the WordPress we could compare it basically on the WordPress side, for example, but there's an entire different discussion on WordPress, because the WordPress has a bunch of variables that you need to take care of. You need to tend to your website. You need good hosting. You need a caching plugin. If you want CDN, you'll need to buy CDN and implement it. So there are a couple of variables in WordPress that we can't help you with, but Brizy is the best they come in terms of page speed. We are doing the best we can to optimize it and to make it go as fast as possible. In fact, we are preparing some optimizations regarding the CSS and the JavaScript that will launch and will load when you are using and you are loading different pages in the front end. So I think it's an update or 2 updates away, but these optimizations will be major, because any page that we will load, only the CSS and the JavaScript that is needed on that page will be loaded. Right now we load everything, so that will be a good addition. If you are using Brizy Cloud, the speed should be very good. It is possible to embed a dynamic chart, for example, like QuickChart.io at the moment, to build a dynamic real-time dashboard. Yes, MG, we have, I'm not sure, I'm not familiar with QuickChart.io, but what I can tell you is that we have 2 ways to embed certain functionality in Brizy Cloud today. So you have the code injection that you'll use for certain services or apps like I don't know, Stripe, PayPal, Paddle, anything you need. If you need to embed something and you need to put a JavaScript or a code in the header of your website or in the footer, you'll use the inject code feature. But if you want something in your page, we have that is called embed. You'll drag that on the page, in any page you want in the builder, and you'll be able to copy paste any code there, HTML or JavaScript. So if QuickChart.io offers any kind of embeds, and I'm not familiar with them, but I can bet my cash on this, that they offer, because all services offer things like this, embeddable either contact forms or embeddable scripts for their service. I'm sure they do. So go there, see what embed options they have, and come to Brizy. You can embed it for sure, either with code injection or with the embed element in the builder. ACF include repeater fields, gallery as well. Yeah, ACF will include, I'm not sure about repeater fields. I'm not sure they are there at the first version. But of course, this is something we'll need to consider for sure. They'll have galleries. Yes, we have galleries as a field in the first version. I'm not sure about repeater. I don't want to point you in the wrong direction, Gary. But let me get back to you on that. I think it will not be in the first version of ACF. Will you add a plugin to build a pizza food delivery menu? In Brizy Cloud, we don't talk about plugins, Michael. If you are referring to our Brizy WordPress plugin, we are talking about Brizy Cloud right now, not Brizy WordPress. Brizy Cloud, as you know, but if you know, I'll tell you right now, it's not in WordPress environment, so it's a standalone managed builder that we are using in Brizy Cloud. So you don't have WordPress there. Everything is static HTML and about your problem there with the food plugin in Brizy Cloud, I'm not sure we'll add anything there. Maybe something can be developed once we will have some open things there, like the APIs and someone will jump and develop something like this. I know that we have on the list that I think this year you didn't see it in the presentation because it's give and take. We will be working on it. We have a appointment functionality that we'll have in Brizy Cloud. I know that Bogdan will started already to draw some drafts and design some things there, so that will be in at some point. But the menu functionality, I'm not sure we'll have something. Let's see. We need for the projects as well in Brizy Cloud. Jay asks, we need thumbnails for the projects as well in Brizy Cloud. Yes, Jay, I feel you. I feel you, and I know that Bogdan feels the same way. We actually, when we designed the Brizy Cloud dashboard, we've put the thumbnails there, and we've discussed to make it an automatically process, so the same way we do with the blocks. But why we did push it along the way, it's because we didn't feel we had other priorities, and we felt some more important features need to take precedence. So it will stay like this for a while more, but don't worry, those will come. Actually, at some point we thought we'd replace that automatic thumbnail with an upload, so you can put what thumbnails you want there, maybe the logo for your client or things like that. So that is in the cards as well. But let's focus on the important stuff first. Let's go with blogging, with ACF, with collaboration, stories, and all those important features, and we'll get to that thumb eventually. Don says playlists, elements, YouTube videos will not play. Don, I'm not familiar with issues in the playlist element. I know we have it and it works very cool. You can control all sorts of styling there and put the videos, and it's a very cool element. I'm not familiar with any issues there, but if indeed there are issues, we'll need to look into it and to fix them. You can try it. You can try it in an incognito in Windows, see if it works. Clear your cache, do the usual things, and if it still doesn't work, come to our support and post on our forum, and our guys there will take a look, create issues, and we'll go through the process of fixing the eventual problems if they exist. It is Colin asks, it is possible to take an existing Brizy WP site over to Brizy Cloud. Yes, Colin, I've mentioned this a bit earlier, but I say again because it's an important feature that it's unique to Brizy. Actually, no one in the world does this right now. We have this cloud sync feature that will let you save entire layouts or blocks, individual blocks. And if you connect your Brizy account in your Brizy WordPress plugin, you'll be able to access those layouts and blocks in either other Brizy WordPress install or in Brizy Cloud. So you'll be able to access those layouts and move them around from. And the cool thing about this is that you can move them around, edited with the builder in Cloud, and save them and move them back to WordPress. So you have this flexibility with this feature. There is a bit of legwork for sure, but you'll be able to save your layouts and move your website in Brizy Cloud in a matter of minutes, I'd say, depending on the number of pages. Jay, I hope this white label doesn't end up charging us additional fees. In fact, Jay will charge you additional fees for the white label functionality. This is a powerful feature and tool that will put in your hands. You'll basically able to overnight to have your let's call it Jay's builder, right? You have your own builder that you'll sell to your clients, and that requires some additional fees. Can you create Simon asks, can you create a shop site on Brizy Cloud? Right now, you can't create a shop site in Brizy Cloud because we don't have shopping functionality, but it is on the list and we plan to add it. Not this year, I think, but most likely next year. Right now, if you want to sell something on Brizy Cloud, you'll need to embed a shopping cart, an external shopping cart, or you'll need to integrate an external payment gateway, like I don't know, Paddle, Stripe, PayPal. They have embeddable buy buttons and things like that. So, or shopping carts, for example, we are using Paddle to process all our payments on Brizy.io, and they have an embeddable shopping cart. You have an account with them, and you can embed that shopping cart in your Brizy Cloud, project. So this way you'll be able to sell right now in Brizy Cloud, but not natively in Brizy Cloud. But that will change in the next years. Arthur asks, can you enable automatic submission of sites to Google and also do more on SEO? We don't have an automatic submission to Google right now, but it's a matter of going there and submitting your link to Google and pressing a button. So I don't feel it's a pressing problem right now. I think this can be done easily by you guys. And also do more on SEO, says Arthur. SEO, regarding SEO, I always asked what we need to do more. So if you can give me some precise examples of what's missing, Arthur, because you have the meta, you have descriptions. What we'll do, and I know that is missing right now. We'll have page-based and blog-based blog post based keywords that we'll add. But this thing is Bogdan is waving. So here this is Bogdan.
The guys asked me to wave.
Okay. Yeah. So this is the thing that I know it's missing. The keywords that we plan to add, but you have alts for images. You have the code injection that you can put there. You can. We have the sitemap XML that we generate, and you can submit it helps Google discover your website. So we have title descriptions, meta descriptions. So alt for images. You can select tags for all the titles, H1, H2. I don't see what's missing exactly. So if you come to us, send me an email so we don't go too long with this response. Send me an email with the precise things that are missing, and we'll look over them and we'll add them. MG, can you improve on the login page? Right now it's a pop-up and makes many of my collaborators feel confused when I invite them to log in into a project. yes, we can look into that. That should work, maybe as a standalone page, or maybe improve on that pop-up, and when you log in, that login tab will come activated and not. We can look into it for sure. Gonzalo, news about A/B testing. Gonzalo, no news right now about A/B testing. We want to bring in this CMS to live blogging, ACF, and all these complexities into Brizy Cloud, and we'll focus on A/B testing at some point, but right now there are other priorities. We know exactly how we want to do it, and we'll do it at the block level. And we have some ideas on how we want to make it the Brizy way, and I think you'll love it. At some point, maybe we'll show some drafts to you, but this is a bit early, and showing some designs or some things at this stage of the process usually brings us some pain at some point, because it creates false expectations. So when the time comes, you'll hear about it. Marie says, could it be possible to add a link to LinkedIn the same way we already can with Facebook and Twitter? Yes, for sure. I'm sure you can figure out a way to bring in LinkedIn there if they have a sort of an embeddable feature. Yes, but we'll have to look into it. Some of the things that are not there because we either didn't think about them or we thought about them, and they are on the list somewhere, and there are other priorities, and we figured we'll leave them for later. How many employees do Brizy have, and how much do you plan to employ in the 2-3 years? Well, with the employment is hard to tell. The team has grown. We are now close to 25, and it's hard to tell how we'll grow in the next 2-3 years. But we plan to grow. We have the team in place to handle everything we want to do. Dave, or if you are, I'm not sure if you are a developer, but if you have developer friends, or if you are in this business, you know that throwing some time, and actually most of the time, throwing more people at problems doesn't solve them faster or make you grow faster. So I think this growing thing is a multifaceted problem, and I think I think we'll grow. I think we'll grow in the next 2 years, but I'm not sure if it will be related to employees necessarily. But we plan to hire, and we are always looking for talent. So yeah, I hope this. Frank asks, where's GP? Well, I don't want to. I let GP answer that question. He had some medical issues. He's fine, don't worry. He had some operations in the arm or something like this, and he was out of the game for a couple of weeks. But to my knowing, he's coming back. He's coming back in February. So expect to see us together again doing these webinars. Yeah, GP is coming. He's on a hiatus now, recovering. I'll let you. I don't know all the details, but we'll let him develop on them when he's back. Ernesto says, I think webinar is not a stable platform. It keeps disconnecting. I'm sorry. We've changed a bunch of webinar platforms. The interface from my point of view and how this works is working for us. It's very clean and it's very easy to understand. And we didn't have problems until now. But, you know, with all the platforms out there, you'll encounter all sorts of, when we're talking streaming and live events, hit a refresh, come back. This is the technology today. So, guys, it's almost we went 1 hour already, and I have some surprise for you. So let's wrap the Q&A up. I saw a bunch of questions, some in private, a bunch of questions here that I didn't got the chance to answer. But if you are familiar with our webinars and you've emailed me in the past, you know that I've replied back. So please feel free and confident to write me on dimi@brizy.io, and I will get back to you with all the answers to all your questions. Have some patience. I receive a lot of emails, so. But I always reply to all of your emails. Send them to me. I reply to your questions. So that's about it with the Q&A. Let's go. Let me share again this presentation. Let's go to the surprise at the end. So before I go, I want to make a short announcement, and I'm sure you'll be happy about this. The Brizy Cloud blogging comes next week. So we have everything in place for the first version of blogging, and it will come next week. If you want to stay in the loop and you want to be announced as soon as we launch it, as soon as we bring it up, you can go here on our website. Go on our website in the footer. You'll find this newsletter sign up link. Sign up to that newsletter, and you'll receive the email once we go live early next week with the Brizy Cloud blogging. So since I've got you here, guys, let me know if you want. I've also prepared the showcase for Brizy Cloud blogging. So if you want to stick a bit more, 10-15 minutes more, I know we've passed the allocated 1 hour already, but let me know if you want to stay a bit more, 10-15 minutes, so I can showcase the Brizy Cloud blogging to you. Let me say with yes. Okay, so let me share my screen. Let me see how to do this. Okay, here's my screen. Can you guys can you see my screen? Please let me know in the chat so I know that you can.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So I've put together today a couple of pages here, so I'll that will help us showcase the Brizy Cloud blocking functionality. I've created a couple of pages based on blocks or layouts we already have in Brizy Cloud. So we have a home page, we have an about page. What you'll notice, these are standard blocks that compose the pages. We have a work page, for example, with a gallery here and some blocks. What you'll notice in this page is that they don't have a header and they don't have a footer. So we'll also add a header and a footer. So how we'll do it, what I want to do in this showcase, we'll do it like this. we'll add. I'll show you some of the blogging features in version 1. That will be available next week. We'll add a blog post. We'll also go to the builder and add some headers and put them on all the pages using the global blog conditions. After that, we'll create the page for the blogging, a blog listing, and also a blog single page. So we'll go through all the process, and all these 4 pages that you see here that are disconnected will be transformed basically in a website that will have headers, footers, and also blogging functionality. So let's get started. Here is my Brizy Cloud dashboard. I created this website. This beta install is sitting on our server somewhere in our office in Chișinău. So hopefully technology will not play tricks on me tonight. We are on the home page, and what you'll notice right from the get-go, if you are using Brizy Cloud, you'll see that we have this new option here at the top that will bring in an overlay over your builder, over your page. And what we'll have here, we'll have pages. These are the 4 pages I've created. You'll notice a new entry here that it's called blog. And I've already preloaded some blog posts here today. We have categories for the blog. You might be familiar with this arrangement from WordPress if you are using it. So we have a couple of blog categories. And here is the posts. Let's add a new post here from the bottom. We have a couple of pre-built options here. Let me just copy paste some dummy content here. We have the permalink. You can control the permalink and add a featured image the same way you'd do it in other platforms. And let's put a short excerpt here. Let's go ahead and publish it, and we'll add it in categories, blog, and also coding. Save. We've created the post. This is our latest post created here. And now let's go and start the process of adding headers, and then we'll work on the blogging. I think I already have the homepage loading in the builder. You can start creating headers and footers. You'll go here in the sidebar, and you can select a header or a footer from here and play with them, add certain buttons and certain text and menus and icons and things like that. I will not go through all the process because it will take some time, and for the convenience of time, I've already created a header and a footer, but of course based on the blocks we already have in Brizy. Let me move this header on top. And we have a header here. In order to put this header on all the pages of our website, we'll need to make this block, the header block, we'll make it global because we want it as a global block. And after it is global, we'll need to play with the display conditions. The display conditions is a very powerful functionality that will let you play with the blocks and global blocks and put them, include them or exclude them for certain pages. So what we want with the header? We'll want them on all the pages, right? We want them basically on blog, on categories, and all the pages. Everything we'll create in Brizy CMS will have this header, and we'll hit save. And that's it. This header, this icon here, it tells you that it's a global block. And let's go and do the same with the footer. I've also created pre-created a footer. We'll have a basic footer here. And let's go ahead and make it global as well. Make it global. This little icon appears that notifies that it's a global block. If you don't know a pro tip, you can press it to directly access the conditions. So we want to include the footer on all our assets. Save. Let's hit an update and go on the home page, on the front end. This is the front end. I'll hit a refresh and we should see the header and the footer. We have the header and the footer. So right now we can jump through pages if we want. And of course, all the pages have the header and the footer because the header and the footer are global condition blocks. And this is very important for blogging. You might ask why I showed you this, how the conditions and global blocks work, because it's very important for what comes next for blogging and templates. We have this. I'll go back into the builder, and right now we'll go and start working on our blogging. Let's create the listing first, right? So we'll want to create the blog listing. First of all, I've added the blog in the menu. You'll add the blog here. This is where you'll access the menu functionality, and you'll edit the blog category exactly like you'll edit any page on your Brizy website. Of course, we have these two blocks. If you are wondering what's with them, this is the header and the footer because they come on all the pages. So what we want on the category, blog category, we'll want a header. I created a simple header here. Let's call this blog because we're on the blog. And also I'll also add a small block related to the articles. And right now, what we'll need? We'll need the archive element. You'll just drag it as a regular element from the sidebar, and we'll have the regular archive element added to the page. You can see this placeholders now for images and for certain elements, like this is the excerpt, this is the featured image. But this will change. I think we are 2 updates away. Everything will be drawn directly here in the builder. But right now we work with placeholders. Let's play a bit with this archive element just to make it pop a little bit. So I'll just play with the backgrounds a bit, maybe add a border here for the columns. Make it a bit nice. We are creating right now a listing for our blog. Let's play with the button a bit. Maybe make it great. Excellent. I think I'll need a bit of spacings here between the posts. And maybe some, I'll add a spacer element here above the button. Maybe make it 15. Below the button again. You know what? Let's make the pop-up, the blog post pop up a bit. So on hover, let's add a shadow. Take window. Maybe bring down the opacity. So okay. So we have three blog posts, but let's go with more rows. I think maybe 2 rows. So we'll have 6. Works great. We also have pagination. If you click here on the pagination, you can control the styling and the fonts and things like that. Maybe we don't want a background, and maybe we want to border. And let's go with our font, Arial. And I'll hit the save. Okay, so We've played a bit with the archive element. Of course, you can do here anything you want. You can play with the columns, put 2 columns, move the titles above, the image, put them where you want. So the sky is the limit here. You know how to use the Brizy Builder. I'll save it, and let's go on the front end to see what we've done. This is our blog page. As you see, I've added it here in the main menu. And look, our explore article sections brings in our blog posts, our single blog post in this very nice listing. We have 2 pages, of course, because there are 9 blog posts here. And this is how you'll create blog post listings. We've created the main blog, main blog page. But if you'd want this display or this design or this archive to go on another category, for example, remember I've showed you how you put headers and footers globally. So we'll use exactly that. So, for example, if we want the design category to have the same structure, we'll go here on this block. We'll make it global, and we'll use the global block conditions, the display conditions, to put this block on that category as well. So this is included currently in categories blog, but let's actually include it in all categories. Right, so we want all categories on our website to have this block on those pages. So we'll hit save, update, and on the front end, if we go on the design category, we've noticed this exact block, the dynamic block, the listing that is displayed here, and of course it brings on only posts from that category. So these 5 posts are from the design category. Of course, if we go to coding, it will be exactly the same thing, because we've made this block global and we've put it on all the categories, so it will display on all categories. For example, the coding category has only 4 posts in it. Let's say, for example, that you have a question how we will do a category that is different, right? So what you'll do is go on any category and play with the display conditions. So, for example, right now this display, this block, it goes on all categories, but let's say we want this only on blog category, and we'll add another condition only on design. So basically we'll not have the coding category here. We save this and update it. And if we go on the coding category in the builder, let me load the page. So you'll see that that block disappeared from here. And what you'll do right now, it's go through the process again, add another, I've already made a block here using the archive element, and I've styled it completely different. So for example, you can see that these are 2 columns, and it has multiple rows, 6 rows. I've played a bit with the structure here. So if I save this and we go on coding, hit a refresh, of course, the new archive element is right here, and it's listing all our dynamic blog posts. This is with the listing. You can create all sorts of listings and using the archive element. And now let's go and create a custom post. You'll go on posts. Let's choose this the last one we've added, and you'll edit it like any other page or any other category. You see, this new concept of working with pages and dynamic content in Brizy Cloud, it's a bit different from what you are maybe used to in WordPress, because right now in Brizy Cloud we don't differentiate between the template and the page and the dynamic content. You build everything all at once using the global display position, global display conditions. So what we are doing here, we are on the custom single post, and for this I've created a custom header. It's only 2 elements. You just drag them from here, from the dynamic side. You drag the title. This is the dynamic title for the post, and also I've dragged the excerpt here. So this is a header, and then you can go here in the middle and create all sorts of blocks with content. For example, let's add text. Play a bit with the width here. I'll just copy paste the same text a bunch of times. So we have some dummy content here, and you can go and play with the styling and play with, of course, with you can create here with anything you want. So you'll create paragraphs. You want to add the images in your blog post single, you'll add the images. Let's choose a nice image from here. And this is how you'll build your single blog posts, by actually building it, right? Not by working somewhere remotely in an admin. You actually build your blog posts using the tools that you are already using in Brizy, together with some dynamic parts of Brizy, like title, descriptions, and whatever you'll create with ACF or with the features and elements that we'll continue to add in the dynamic part. So let's say this is our content. I'll update this, and if we go on the front end, we'll see the single post that has the title, the description, and also the featured image. I forgot to mention it that you can't see it here. This is something that we'll need to take care of and we'll fix. But as a background, we have set here the featured image from the blog posts. So this is why the featured image appears here, and this is your basically your single blog post. This is your blog post content. Of course, you can do anything here. You can select text, make it bold, and do all sorts of things. Actually, we'll add this functionality as well: underline, strike through, and things like this. And if you want all your blog posts, single blog posts, to look like this, what you need to do? Remember that global display position, global display condition. You'll make this block global. This is your bread and butter when you want to apply blocks across your single posts, across your categories, across your project. You'll make it global, click this little icon, you'll access the display conditions, and this right now is displayed on blog and on this specific blog post, but we can do it to all. So we'll save it, update it, and let's go in the coding section. For example, I have it opened here in the front end. We hit a refresh, and in any post that you'll go in the single details, you'll see that this block brings in dynamically the featured image in the background, the title, and the excerpt. Of course, it doesn't bring in the content because the content is not dynamic at this point. I have created on this post, I created it directly with Brizy in the single post. but you'll be able to create with ACF. You'll be able to create a content field and bring that content field dynamically in this in another section or so. The possibilities are looking very, very good in the blogging category in Brizy Cloud, and I'm super happy of and proud of what we've achieved. I hope this made sense on how things are working. We are trying to innovate a bit here on how you are working with templates, as you've saw here in the builder. In the dashboard, we don't have templates anywhere. You will not see them here, like you see in our WordPress plugin or in any other builder in WordPress. Or we have tried to simplify it and do this in a minimalistic way. And I think it's the right approach to work with global blocks and dynamic conditions, because this doesn't make any different the pages are not different from posts, from categories. You'll edit everything the way you should edit it with Brizy, right? You want to edit a blog post, a single post, you just go and edit it. You click the button and you go in the builder. This is loaded and you'll start working on your blog post. If you want to edit a category, it's the same thing. If you want to edit the page, it's the same thing. So working this way with templates, I think, is the future of dynamic content in Brizy Cloud, and I hope you'll test it next week and you'll work with it and you'll see how it works. Before I close, I want to tell you two things. Note that there are some small wrinkles that you'll see here, some small icons, some small things that are not yet bring up to 100%. So we'll need to touch up on small CSS, HTML things here in Brizy blogging. And you'll also notice that the project settings, when you click this, it will load the old pop-up you are used to. And that is because we want to go through a transition period. We'll use both systems at once. All the projects that are created in Brizy Cloud right now, all the old projects until this update, it will still work with this old approach, with this pop-up and all the options here. And only new projects that you create will have the new approach with the options for blogging and so on and so forth. And this will be for a period of I don't know, maybe 1-2 months, because the complexity of blogging and what we've added here in terms of databases, in terms of how the builder changed and things like that, requires all the projects to be migrated to the new system. So we want to take it one at a time, slowly, and migrate maybe 1,000 projects a week or something like this. Migrate projects in chunks, and test them and see that everything is going from one system to the other great. So for some time you'll experience this pop-up as well. So you'll have both things working at once. But don't worry, everything will be in the new interface in the next months. We'll bring it there one feature at a time. That's about it. I hope you've enjoyed. Let's actually go to our front end here and take a look on our website. We've started with a couple of pages that were not linked together in any way, were just blocks in Brizy, and we have a full website with headers, footers, and blogging. So let's go through the pages. Look, I've put here some articles, a listing with articles. This is all dynamic posts. We have a footer. Let's go to the blog category and see what we have here. Of course, we have the global header, and we have the blog categories with the blog listing. This is all, again, dynamic right now, happening in Brizy Cloud blogging. The coding should look a bit different because we've stylized it differently. Yes, this is different. And if we go in this blog post, single blog post that we've worked on, we can see the single blog post. Of course, all the elements you see, if you are using our Brizy WordPress plugin, all the elements, dynamic elements that you'll see there, meta, author, posts, everything will be in Brizy Cloud. Right now, we are launching a V1 first version of blogging, but a month or so after this launch next week, we'll have ACF and we'll keep adding a bunch of stuff to bring the dynamic content up to par with Brizy WordPress. So you'll be able to do all sorts of nifty things here. And lastly, this is the contact form. We have also a form here that you can link with different integrations or our notification system. This is our website that we've created in 20 minutes or so. Of course, I've pre-made some of the blocks earlier today, but you get an idea how all this works. I hope you'll test it. Let me stop sharing my screen. I hope you'll test this next week when we launch Brizy Cloud blogging. We are super excited about it. The team worked very, very hard to make this happen. It works flawlessly. If some things will pop up, I'm sure you guys will let us know and let us know. We'll see you. I'll have to conclude this webinar because we're 30 minutes over time. Send me all those questions. I saw that you guys asked a bunch of things. Send me all those questions on dimi@brizy.io and I'll get back to you. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all your support. I know we had some technical issues with the webinar platform. I hope the recording is fine. So we'll have this on our YouTube channel, I think tomorrow. So you can, if you missed some parts, you can watch them again. What can I say? Thanks again. Brizy Cloud blogging next week in Brizy Cloud. Go on our website and subscribe to our newsletter to stay in the know and get to be the first to test it. I wish you a great night. We'll see you next time. Dimi out.